while we're all talking about Alexander Boris the Pfeffel Johnson, Nadine Dorries, and whoever else is going to resign in the next few minutes, Namibia, well, they've decided that they're going to ban exports. Okay, exports of what though? Well, Namibia is going to ban exports of unprocessed critical minerals. Now, okay, you might be thinking to yourself, well, why do I care about that? Well, if you care about your batteries and your solar panels, then maybe you would care about it. So, Namibia has just banned the export of unprocessed lithium and other critical minerals, and the government has announced this just last Thursday, as it seeks to profit from the growing global demand for metals used in clean energy technologies. And as you know, we're going through a bit of an energy transition, aren't we? Or we're trying anyway. Well, the South African country has significant deposits of lithium, which is vital for renewable energy storage, batteries obviously, as well as rare earth minerals such as, dysprosium, terbium, all needed for the permanent magnets, and also, well, there's some stuff for the batteries, obviously, for electric cars and that, and obviously wind turbines, which would be the permanent magnets, I imagine. The cabinet, the Zambian cabinet that is, approved the prohibition of the export of certain critical minerals such as unprocessed lithium, ore, cobalt, manganese, graphite and rare earth minerals. This is quite a big deal actually, because it's going to make it very difficult to have any kind of, battery manufacturing in the United Kingdom if our sources of these minerals are, well, they've been stranglehold, isn't it? They've just been barred from exports unless they're already processed. The idea being is how, I suppose, they're thinking to themselves, well, really, we ought to be making the batteries and we ought to be, making the final products, because they're not going to be banned. It's just the actual raw ingredients themselves, the unprocessed minerals. And only small quantities of the specified minerals are going to be allowed after approval by the mines minister, it said. So, so they're going to keep it money for themselves. So, you can't blame them. You really can't blame them. Why wouldn't they try and profiteer from their own mineral deposits? And Namibia is one of the top global producers of uranium as well, and gem quality diamonds. In fact, actually, they used to produce uranium or mine in this area here in France, in the Limousin. There is no uranium mined here at all now, to be fair. But don't we say it doesn't exist? Now, Namibia is one of the top global producers of uranium and gem quality diamonds, but its battery metals are attracting growing interest as the world shifts away from, polluting fuels and what have you. Shift over to renewable energy. Now, last year, Namibia signed an agreement to supply rare earth minerals to the European Union under the bloc's plan to reduce its reliance on China for, critical minerals. Well, how does that pan out? They signed a deal, but is it going to stranglehold that for the European Union? Quite frankly, it could do, couldn't it? There's some firms with critical minerals projects in Namibia, include the Australia-listed Prospect Resource, PSC.AX, Arcadia Minerals, Ascari Metals, and Celsia Resources, and Namibia Critical Metals, all developing cobalt and rare earth projects respectively. So they're looking at developing their own products to sell using their own, critical minerals. This could be very, very serious for many many countries, including the United Kingdom, because if you think of China, for instance, they've already got massive strangleholds on African countries and what have you. So we'll build you a road and sign this deal for 100 years to give us carte blanche with all your mineral deposits. Great, isn't it, eh? I know there are other places as well, around African countries especially, that, like the Congo and... anyway. Yeah. Anyway, what do you reckon? Do you think there's a bit of a problem? I think it could be. It's going to limit the resource, even though there are other resources. It's going to, the other countries might follow suit, in fact. You can't blame them, can you? No. What do you think? Please leave it in the comments down below. There's me, feel like I could get some more solar panels. Anyway, what's what the channel? You can do that on Patreon or buy us a coffee. And the links are down below. But also, we are planting trees on this field here that I'm on at the moment. And they will start down here, down, as you see, they're over there, plus they go down to the valley and down to the corner, and also we're planting on them. They're doing about 1,000 trees. We've got a few hundred in now, but we've got a lot more to do, obviously. But if you'll be a part of that, there is a GoFundMe link down below where you can buy a tree, and what we'll do, we'll put a sign with that tree with your name on, or it could be a memory of a loved one, what have you. Just make sure, obviously, your request is actually, you know, you make sure we know, basically. Yeah. There's a little thing, you can write it in there. It's true, you know, yeah. Anyway, links are down below. So I'm going to say ta-ta, you know. So ta-ta.